Hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Welcome to the Comedy Here Often Presents Christmas special, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming. There's been some lovely set decoration. Oh, look at this, a hat just for me. Oh, does this look okay? Please let us know in the comments on the internet. Please keep the comments positive, as you always do. Thank you all for coming. We've got some wonderful acts this evening. We've got some wonderful stand-up guests, some musical guests. Are you guys excited for Christmas? Yeah! Yeah, especially Jonathan. Jonathan, the Jewish man who helped set all this up. You did a great job. Yeah, are you guys excited to see your families this holiday? Yeah, that's okay. Some nice families. How about the extended family? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting a little into some dark water now. Yeah, the extended family thing is always a bit tricky. My family is a bit redneck, which is strange. I know you're thinking, Myles, that's impossible. You have perfect posture. How is your family redneck? But they are, and my Christmas tradition in my family was we had this big extended Christmas party, and then like one of my relatives would always just end up fighting someone. It was like a WWE match hype fest for the Christmas party, and then he would fight for whatever reason. I don't even know why he'd start fights. He's like, oh, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And I don't even know why he would get so upset. But he would. And so one year we tried, he would get too drunk and he would start settling scores from 1961. And so people try to give him non-alcoholic beer a lot. And then he found out about this and he started fighting again. And it was way worse because he was so coordinated this time. And it was very hard to stop the man. So we learned that year just to let the man drink. And that is my advice for this holiday season. Let the man drink. I appreciate this time of year just in general. It's a lovely time. I like the winter season. I'm not really much of a summertime guy. Everything is hot and sticky and hatching and crawling. It's kind of gross. The wintertime, everything's cold and dead. It's sanitary. I like that. I don't really have a very good beach bod for the summertime. I'm quite a thin man. And apparently women don't find it very attractive if when you take your shirt off, they can see your heartbeat. It's bad enough that I'm skinny, but I also have these horrible nerdy mannerisms. My natural resting hand position is this. And I have to consciously keep my hands down here. But if I get frightened, I see a wasp or something, I'm like, less surface area to sting, you know? You always got to stay one step ahead of the wasps. It's the best part about Christmas, no wasps. Yeah, they're stupid. Wasps are too busy bothering me in the summertime, so they don't insulate their nests properly, so they all die like idiots. I gotta say, one of my favorite parts about wintertime too is I like watching Netflix in the wintertime. It's a great Netflix season right now. But I can't stand it when I'm searching for things on Netflix. Netflix is really smart but really stupid at the same time. I'll be trying to search for things and it'll suggest stuff almost immediately. I'll type in F-O, it's Forrest Gump, you want to watch Forrest Gump? I'm like, yeah, can I watch Forrest Gump? They're like, we don't have it. But we understand why you'd be looking for that. A lot of people looking for that movie. But we do have a movie just like Forrest Gump, so don't go away. I'm like, there's a movie just like Forrest Gump I haven't seen yet? What is it? They're like, it's called Are We There Yet? With Ice Cube. So. They're going to remake The Grinch again. Get used to that, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a remake every single year from here on out. As long as it keeps making the $1 billion threshold, they will keep making The Grinch. I never understood that story. It's kind of a weird story of this town that ostracized a green man. I always felt sympathy for the Grinch because they really went above and beyond to harass him too. He just left. He left on his own merit to go be by himself. And then they designed a state-of-the-art garbage system that fires garbage up a mountain to dump it onto him at the top of the hill. Like the hydraulic engineering that went into the Whoville trash system just to make sure the Grinch is covered in their garbage is completely insane. And he's very reasonable. Like the Whos are super weird. They're a really weird people. Like maybe the Grinch just doesn't want to be a Mormon. Maybe he just wants to live on the mountain. Bunch of weird Whos. There's no way they're vaccinated. All right. We also have a weird trash system in Victoria, where I'm from. Also, we have a really weird garbage system there. Yeah, you might know.
Just dump your shit.
Yeah, you dump the shit on like ocean Grinches. That's what we do. We just dump like raw sewage directly into the ocean, and we've always done that. And it's just we can't change it now because there's like a whole ecosystem based on like the shit that we flush directly into the ocean. Like if we can't cancel it now. Like if we canceled the pipe now, it would like ruin Crab Christmas, which they look forward to every year. You know, this is the day after human Christmas, of course. The Crab Christmas. I don't know how they don't get rid of the pipe, honestly. It must be like, I don't know. I didn't know the crabs had such a strong political lobby. They could keep the pipe going. Every year they go to cancel it, and they get this letter that's like, please do not cancel your delicious sewage pipe. Signed, famous crab lawyer, Atticus Pinch. Can't wear the hat for that. You guys have any cool Christmas traditions you do every year? You guys have anything neat you do? Anything that's weird? Any weird Christmas traditions? Or you just kind of stick to the script and just go to the bay? Yeah, pretty much. What do you do?
Drink a bottle of bourbon and fight.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good time. You know what? What do you usually fight about?
Oh my God.
What's your biggest Christmas beefs? Is it the stocking stuffers you get from Lee Valley? Because that makes me mad. Thanks, Grandma. It's a car window scraper with a mitten built on. Yes, I will use that every day. Thanks, Grandma, for the rake for the yard I won't have, because yards are $7 million. All right. I am gonna start this Christmas show. Are you guys ready to see your first comedian? Yeah! Everyone watching at home as well. If you comment, I'll probably read the comments between the acts if they're funny. So please start some controversy online. And please welcome your very first comedian who's absolutely hilarious, Mr. Dave Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no ramp. I had to step. Sorry. I can't get it out. Just kidding. I never hear that. No. Merry Xmas, everybody. We're a little early. I like to say Xmas because it's short. Just the same when you're typing it. I'm too lazy to say Christmas or type out Christmas. So I say Xmas too. It gives me more time to think. I get that extra half a second. See what I'm going to say next. It works. You should try it. It's fucking sweet. I swore. I think I can swear. I can swear, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Right. That's not bright. This is a great stage, too. There's a guitar. You got to get that tinsel off. You might fuck your notes up. Yeah, nobody's playing that thing. That's garnish. Or I think garnish is just for food. Stage garnish. Sorry. I'm wearing a big sweater. No, it's not my sweater. I thought it would be festive. It's my girlfriend's. I have a girlfriend. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, she puts up with it. Yeah, because it's so big. No, just kidding. No, with me, not me. Not my dink. No, I like sweaters. It hides all the stuff. No, I'm thin. If you saw me. But no, I like Christmas because, yeah, you can wear all this. You can wear layers. I like layers. And you can wear like a big jacket. And then you can wear your jacket every day. And people are like, you're not wearing the same clothes every day. That's just your jacket. But you are. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Just kidding. No. No, I did. I got a scarf. I got a scarf last year for Christmas. But it's like cashmere. It's really long. Like you could like a couple of wraps. It's good. I don't like wearing like scarves because I'm not like it feels like I haven't earned it. Like I'm not that important. If someone bumps into me, I'm like, oh, I'm an architect. That's why I'm wearing this cashmere scarf, right? Or a financial advisor. Hey, tell me about what do you own? Right? That's why I'm wearing this scarf, right? I didn't just get it for Christmas. I'm bright. But yeah. So scarves are good. I do. I walk a lot. Who here likes to walk? Huh? Oh yeah, it's good. It's good pastime. It also gets you to where you have to go. No, I do have a car, but I don't like driving because I'm anxious. I just want to jam it into the pole. Quick death. No, just kidding. No, I'm not that anxious. But no, I like walking. I like walking. I get really excited about things, as you can tell. I could fucking float away right now. Woo! But no, I get excited, when I'm walking. But like, when you get really excited when you think about something that's like good. Does anyone ever get that? And then you don't realize you're in public, and you're like, oh, yes! Yeah, like you remembered. I did that. A lot. I do it a lot, but I did the other day, and there was like quite a few people watching. I was like, oh no, and you can't really say anything. Like I wanted to stop and say, oh no, I'm not crazy. I just remembered I have dilly bars in the freezer. Then oh my shoe. No, so yeah, that was a bad point. But yeah, I do walk a lot, and I get I get nervous a lot. Oh, there's a fluff. Get out of there, fluff. It was right at eye line, so it's fucking me up. No, I do walk a lot. I'm getting nervous. I'm already nervous, but I get nervous with crosswalks too. Even the big crosswalks. Is anyone just because you're front and center? So I shouldn't be thinking about that. But like when you're walking through it and. Like the first row of cars that are there, it feels like you should be doing. Like I feel like a model. Like it's a run. Like is this what you want? You got to give them something. They got to wait for that red. So now I'm all nervous. Like what do I do? Hey, I see you waiting. Have a good day. Right, yeah. I think next time I'm going to take a ball out and go, oh, whoa, malfunction. I'll probably like that. No, I'm not going to show my balls. That would probably make me more nervous. They're red. No, just kidding. Ho, ho, ho. I get it. Just kidding. I don't have red balls. I just said it because it's Christmas, or in 25 days. Sorry. I think too much, as you can tell. I went to a friend of mine works at an office. Hey. But no, there was a revolving door. Revolving doors, what the fuck? I don't get it. I mean, I looked it up too. It says it keeps the heat in and like it makes it more energy efficient, but I don't buy that shit. I personally think it's just the last little bit of fun before you got to go to your job. Because there's a regular door right next to it, so, I just do that, open and shut, fuck it. The revolving door is just, let's have a little bit of fun. It's just the day starting. It's kind of like, we work. Right? And then anyone who uses the door is just like giving up. They're done. Fucking revolving door. I went like 4 times when I was there just because I don't care. I used it 4, yeah. People thought I was crazy. But then, sorry, I got so excited. I use the elevator too. The business elevators, they talk to you. They say, going up. And then no one? Which I thought was great because, the up part was fine, but then when I got back in, it said, going down. And I was like, hell yeah. Let's do this. Nobody came, though. I didn't come. So, that was disappointing. I wrote it back up, and I heard going down again, and nothing. Okay. No, but I love the... Sorry. I never did that. I get head at home, right, honey? Just kidding. Sorry. It's a pipe dream. No. No, I do love the holidays. There's fires everywhere. It's getting hot in here. There's even a fire in the background on a little screen. It's lovely. Yeah. Someone opened a door. Must be the ghost of Christmas past. Just kidding. But yeah, I always get a little bit sick around the holidays. Does anyone get sickness? No? Colds? That time of year, you guys sick? You look lovely, by the way. Okay. No, I do. I get sick. I don't understand when you get sick and then you, like, a friend asks, like, do you want to go out? And you're like, oh, I think I'm getting sick. And they're like, oh, wow. How did that happen? And I'm like, I don't know, If I would have known that, I would have taken another path. Right? Probably should have had that tic-tac between the buttons at the ATM. Right. Plus, I'm a gum guy. I love that park bench gum. I'll cut that out and I'll be right as rain. Okay, I gotta go, but I love you and Merry Christmas.
Wow. And you thought I was weird at the beginning. You must feel silly now. Dave Harris, wonderful man. Wonderful man. I gotta say, this is a stressful kind of time of year around the Christmas holidays because you think there's so many road checks now. It's like everyone has 6 stars on GTA when they're driving around. And it is terrifying. And I learned a lot about myself when I went to a road check last year. I had like 1 beer 3 hours previously, so I thought I was okay, but I was still way too nervous. And I learned something about myself. And the police officer pulled me over. And he like leaned in and he was like, have you had anything to drink tonight, sir? And like the only thing going through my mind was grab his gun, you have to grab his gun. I figured that was the least I could do to save myself. So I almost killed a cop. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this next comedian coming to the stage is also super, super funny. You're going to love her. Please welcome Yumi Nagashima, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. Hi, lovely people in Vancouver. How's it going tonight? Good. My name is Yumi, and I am originally from Japan. Have you ever been there? Yeah, where did you go? Tokyo. Never heard of. My dad is a really old school Japanese man. He likes to be the man of the house, you know? And last time when I visited my parents, I brought a fancy Okanagan wine as a souvenir. And my mom was like, let's use our special wine glasses for a special wine. But then she dropped one of the glasses, and there were broken glasses on the floor. And my dad came in and said, "Everyone, do not move. It's dangerous. Let me take care of it." And he took like 3 steps and went, "I think I stepped on the glass. Yumi, can you get me rubbing alcohol?" And he lifted up his foot, and it was a tiny piece of rice cracker. Oh, I love my dad. His name is Eijiro, the man of the house, with the pain tolerance of Italian soccer player. Japan is a secretive country. I'm pretty sure you guys have some questions like, what's the deal with dolphin hunting? Or why there are vending machines of everything, including girls-used underwear. I know, it's weird. Who hunts dolphins? Well, let me answer those questions. Some people in Japan hunt dolphins for business and food source. They do it for their survival, and I'm not proud of it. And girls used underwear vending machines. They're there for business and food source. Some people need it for their survival, and I'm not proud of it. Japan is a small island, and when I lived there with a bunch of Japanese people, I really didn't realize racism existed in the world. But then when I go outside Japan, I experience racism firsthand. Like when my friends want me to be in their photos, they go, "Hey, Yumi, do the girl from The Ring. Put your hair in front of your face." And I do it. Because I am an entertainer. And I'll be like, "There you go." And when I get on a bus, people tend to sit next to me because they just assume Japanese people are small and have good hygiene. So I decided to wear a gigantic mask to make people think I have SARS. This is why Asian people wear masks. They're not sick. They're sick of you. And sometimes I notice white people confuse me with other Asian women. And my friends say, "That's racist." But I don't think so, because face recognition skill is nothing to do with racism. It's racial familiarity. I have trouble distinguishing white people too. This is why I still can't tell the difference between Zooey Deschanel and Katy Perry. Julia Roberts and Steven Tyler. And Matthew McConaughey and brown leather recliner. All right, all right, all right. Do you think it's mean to Matthew McConaughey? He wouldn't care. His net worth is 95 million. Yeah. He wouldn't be able to tell the difference between me and rice cracker. Yeah, but I do acting in Vancouver and I go to lots of auditions. And I can't help but notice this unrealistic expectations Hollywood has towards Japanese female characters. While my white girlfriends auditions for the roles like nurse, waitress, or yoga instructors, my roles are like sexy nuclear scientist with IQ 300, hot assassin schoolgirl with nunchuck and daddy issues. Despite our super advanced technology, Japan is stuck in old ways sometimes. For instance, did you know Hello Kitty didn't have a mouth? Because apparently in Japan, women are so beautiful when they don't talk. Yeah, we are trained to cover our mouth when we laugh in order to hide the secret that we have voice, we have sense of humor, and we have really fucked up teeth. But all joking aside, I moved to Canada from Japan because Canada had better society for women. You, strong, quality Canadian women, give me courage to dispute my phone bill like there's no tomorrow. You go, girl. You go, girl. You guys been so much fun, but I'm gonna leave you on this. I use baby oil to remove my eye makeup. And the very first night I stayed at my boyfriend's place, I took out a big bottle of baby oil from my backpack, and my boyfriend's eyes lit up like a little kid in a candy store. Like, you're into that kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't know what you're thinking, but I use baby oil to remove my eye makeup. On the other hand, I think we will have lots of fun with this. And I took out a gigantic strap-on penis. You know, just to be fair. Okay, that's my time today. Thank you so much.
Yumi, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? That was great. That was wonderful. You guys are so great. I'm just going to bring on your next comedian. He's so funny. Please welcome to the stage, Byron Bertum, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it going for Myles Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, is he remarkably Caucasian or what? That guy loves Trump. He's making cardigans great again. I love this set, man. This looks like it looks like a porn shoot from the 1930s. It's like, yeah, this Great Depression sure is a bummer. Let's have a gangbang, you see? Yeah. 604, yeah. I love 604. It makes 778 look like 250. Don't get me started on 416. Fuck Toronto. I'm a 604, baby. I was born, raised, and live in this great city of Vancouver. Yes, I am proud to say I am Chinese. I live downtown. Living downtown in Vancouver, it's the only place to live. I'm one of those downtown snobs. I don't know if any of you live downtown. If you live downtown, you look down on people that don't live downtown. The further out of downtown you live, the more you look down on them. Right? Anybody past Main Street might as well be fucking dead to me. Unless I get paid tens of dollars. The further out of downtown they live, the more you look down on them. It's like, where do you live? Burnaby? See you at Christmas, Uncle whoever the fuck. Unless you want to come see me in my 10 square foot, $3,500 a month apartment with my soy latte, my handbag dog, and my sense of self-entitlement. Don't talk to me. You're not even on my Dragon Boat team. Fuck you. Like a lot of people in this city, I'm not just a comedian, I'm also an actor. Anybody else here unemployed? Thing about being an actor, though, is I don't go for, like, handsome leading men parts. Because this is Vancouver. You know, they cast all those in Hollywood. I only go for, like, small parts. Unflattering small parts. Like, small bad guy parts. Some of the parts I auditioned for recently, not even changing the names. Names are like homophobic oil worker. Yeah, this guy's like, I could see that. This was a good one. Racist border guard with gout. What country are you from, boy? Goddamn, my foot. And this is the most insulting one I went in for. Overweight sex offender 2. Yeah. That audition sucked because I didn't even get the good line. I was just backing up overweight sex offender 1. His line was, hand me them sweet donuts and hand me a piece of that sweet ass. And my line was, yeah. Scene. But you know what? I got range as an actor. Because when I don't go for, like, bad guy parts, I go for, like, shitty husband parts for commercials. Do you know the commercials where the man is just like a fucking idiot and the woman's a hero? I call them every single commercial. All the commercials, right? They're like, honey, do I put these Tide Pods on my mouth or my asshole? I don't know how to do the laundry because I have a dick and I'm stupid because I'm a man. One time I did this commercial where I didn't have any lines. I was just man who doesn't close door when taking shit. I'm just sitting there reading the papers, be like, sports poo, dude. Then this beautiful woman walks by, and she's just like, oh, if this guy didn't have any money, I'd be fucking his best friend years ago. I hate this piece of shit. Febreze. I think these ads are sexist too, and not towards men, towards women. I think it's this backhanded reverse sexism. You know, because they're appealing to women's egos, right? They're just like, women, men don't know how to do the laundry, am I right? Uh-huh. When men wash the dishes, they make them even dirtier, am I right? That's right. That's why here at Clorox, we're here to say, get back in that kitchen. Keep doing what you're good at, ladies. Well, what the fuck? I bought this for years. I feel like I lost you on that one. It's all right. That's all right. You guys been laughing at about 33% of the jokes. It's all right. You're like, we're going to sit the next 2 out. It's important that you laugh for comedian self-esteem. If you don't, it sucks. It just feels like you're speaking at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting in reverse. No support, free booze. But some of you don't laugh, even if you think the comedian's funny. You just sit in the dark smiling like a creepy German tourist. No matter how funny you think the comedian is, you just sit there going, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy everything you're saying, but I will give you nothing to work with. You think you are doing badly, but 9, you are doing very well. I like you very much, but you will never know. Schadenfreude, wunderbar, das Otto. I like accents. How many girls like a guy with an accent? Yeah? 2 of you? That's cool. The rest of you are like, I only fuck guys from Delta. What kind of accent do we like, ladies? British, yeah? That's cool. That's the only one? All right. Just one other white country. You know what's funny? I said a lot. Not once have I heard a girl say, French Canadian. There's nothing sexy about hearing a guy say, can you spare $5? I'm trying to make enough money to get a bus ticket to go to Fort McMurray. I want to be homeless there. I want to chain smoke by the hoyo. Girls love guys with accents. My girlfriend's got an accent. She's beautiful. We met on Tinder a while ago. It's funny. 3 years, we're still together. 3 years on Tinder is like 42 years on Grindr. There's so many dating sites. I was in the States. A friend of mine was showing me this hate Trump dating app. Isn't that crazy? Now, if you hate Trump, that's fine. But should that be the basis of your relationship? It's like, you hate Trump? I hate Trump. Let's get together and fucking think about how much we hate that piece of shit. I hate that orange piece of shit. Oh, I hate him so much. It turns me on. I think about how much I hate him and it turns me on. Talk like Trump to me. That'll really turn me on because I hate Trump and I want to hate fuck Trump. Talk like Trump to me. You know what? You're doing a great job. You're doing a tremendous job. You're huge. You're huge. You're fantastic. You're doing a great job. I wasn't going to say it, but I am going to say it. I'm going to come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna make anal great again, okay? Mark my words. Oh. Fake orgasm, you're fired. That was a funny reaction because some of you didn't laugh, but you clapped. Remind me of the time I performed in North Korea. You're like, oh, very funny. Don't kill me. Great leader. Do you know what I find brings people together? You know, despite the differences in politics and where they're from in the world, sports. Sports brings everybody together, especially soccer. It's a crazy game, soccer, right? It's so weird. We love it in Canada, only World Cup time, and then we're so culturally random. You're like, dude, you're Chinese. Why are you wearing a Columbia top? It's like, oh, because I like kidnapping and cocaine. It's like, you're German. Why are you wearing an Argentina kit? Because my grandfather moved there in 1946. You're American. Why are you wearing a Russia top? Because they helped me win an election, okay? Oh, we got some Trump supporters. I'm sorry about that. All right, right wing, left wing. Get it. I love hockey. I'm a big hockey fan. Do you know what I hate about hockey, though? Player interviews. Could they just stop talking to these autistic potatoes? All right, there's a second reason they have a helmet. All right, you wouldn't interview a horse after he won a race. All right, how do you feel, Seabiscuit? They always get asked stupid questions and they have stupid responses. Like, you're down 2-1, going into the third. What do you need to do to get back into this game? Well, they got guys that are good guys, but I think we got gooder guys. If we just push hard and tight and deep and just gotta get real hard and just get, if we got more guys out of the box, more guys on the ice than less guys, then we're gonna have more fun. And if we push good pucks and get the pucks real deep, get those pucks behind the goalie's holes and less behind our goalie's holes, then at the end of the season, we'll have a parade. There he is, Sidney Crosby, first game back after his 8th concussion of the month. You know what I love listening to? I love listening to players at like 100 talking about when they were in the NHL. Because the world was a tougher place and hockey was a way tougher game. Be like, we weren't supposed to win. Half our team had polio. Lucky for us, we caught a break when the other guys came down with Spanish influenza. But then we had a setback when our goalie lost his leg, stopping a puck to gangrene. And then our coach died of scurvy in Game 7. But we persevered, and that was the final time the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. All right, you guys have been great. Thank you very much, 604. Merry Christmas in 1 month.
Thank you very much. Byron Bertum, ladies and gentlemen. Very funny. I will say off the top, on the record here, I'm not a Trump supporter at all. Definitely not a Trump supporter. I am the last person who wants Nazis to make a resurgence. I look like Hitler's fantasy, and I do not want people to get confused. Please, may all Nazis die. All right, I'm going to bring your next comedian on. He's super funny. He was teaching me how to play magic cards backstage. But I assure you, he's pretty cool. Please welcome to the stage, Kyle Bottom, ladies and gentlemen.
Myles Anderson, everybody. He wasn't bad at magic. I kind of let him win. Hey, everyone. I dressed up, obviously, right? Wore my best gray sweater. I always forget when things are like fancy or, like this is like Christmas themed, so I could have worn a red or green something. But I just phone it in wardrobe-wise. Phone it in wardrobe-wise. Let this do all the heavy lifting. Oh, hey everyone. Hey camera one. Hey camera two. We're going to have a great time. I'm Kyle Bottom. Matt, it's great to see you. Long time. We know each other from way back. How'd you wind up here? What? Oh, you know Shirley. Never mind. He's pretty stoned right now. He's like, the TV's talking. Speaking of the TV, this thing is giving off zero warmth. That's not true. It's warming my soul. Oh, it's almost Christmas time. That's a magical time of year, right? I have a small family. I have a wife and a dog, right? That's us. That's us. We're one of those gross couples. We treat our dog like our child. Like our dog is our fucking baby. He's 15 pounds. He's perfect. He sleeps in the bed. That's right. Not on the bed. He sleeps under the covers like a champion. My dog is this little gross donut who just loves being in a Dutch oven, right? Just all night long farting under the comforter. And he's just cuddled up down there like, this is the best. My dog is a small dog. He's a 15-pound dog because I've never owned a dog before. And that was a compromise for me, right? I don't want some big-ass dog emasculating me all over town, right? I don't need some big dog dragging me around town like some German shepherd. And I'm just like, stop, Zeus, right? My dog's 15 pounds. If he's misbehaving, I just scoop him up under my arm and I'm like, we're going home. Yeah, he's a mixed breed because we adopted him. We didn't shop for him. He is a mix of a Chihuahua and a Jack Russell Terrier. And if you can't exactly picture what that looks like in your head, he's got a beautiful Chihuahua face. And then he has like a large, muscular body. Right? Like he's got like a big chest. He's got huge quads, right? He's always pretty cocky about it. Like, my dog looks like if there was a Chihuahuas only Olympics, my dog would be submitted by the Russians, right? They'd be like, yes, he's regular Chihuahua. Right? And then the first event starts and he's just ripping throats out left and right. One more gold for Igor. My favorite part of that joke is that the dog's name is Igor. That is what we named him. I wrote that joke after the fact. I work at a bar part-time, and I was IDing these guys that came into the bar, and they were Russian, and one of them was named Igor, and I started to chuckle to myself, and I was like, I better explain why I'm laughing, and I was like, it's just funny because my dog's name is Igor, and then the Russian guy was like, what a weird thing to say. Right? Yeah, everything they say just sounds mildly threatening. Oh, the Ruskies. Here we are, gang. Oh, it's almost Christmas. I'm super excited. I went back to school in September, so I've been a full-time student for like the last 3 months, and I'm ready for this shit to end. Oh, bring me some peace. I go to BCIT. I'm taking the radio program because I got this sweet-ass voice, right? I just want to use this for a living. Coming up next. That'll be me in a couple years. I'm a full-time student there, and my least favorite class in the radio program is yoga. Yeah, that's right. You heard that correct. They're making me take a yoga class for the radio program. And the logic behind it is like it's a theater school thing. It's all about unlocking your natural breathing and freeing your natural voice. And I've been out of school for 18 years at this point. I've been using this voice the entire time. It's working out pretty well. And I have not exercised since it became optional in high school. Remember at the end of grade 11, they're like, hey, you don't actually have to take gym next year. I was like, peace, see you at the grave. And now I'm taking this fucking yoga class where they want me to do yoga moves, and it's not working out for me. Because you know how they say that sitting is the new smoking? Well, have you heard that? Sitting is the new smoking? That's a thing people say? I sit like 2 packs a day. I am not into the bending part of it. That's the cool thing about being an older student, though. I'm 36, so like my instructors are only a few years older than me. So I just like, if I didn't like yoga, so I just went to my teacher during office hours and I was like, hey, I don't want to do this yoga thing. She was like, cool. So I don't actually go to yoga anymore. I stopped after like 3 weeks. Feels great. I just sleep in. That's my downward dog. Just kidding. That's a throwback to Dave Harris, who was on stage earlier, the nervous guy. He said, just kidding, after about everything he said. He's like, I like butts. Just kidding. Oh. What a cute little weirdo for all of us. Oh, it's fun being in Vancouver now that weed is legalized. Finally. Finally, we can buy it at a store. Ugh. Finally, they lifted the embargo. For anyone watching at home, that's funny because we've been buying it at the store for like the last 4 or 5 years. It's been great. We're living in the fucking future over here. Vancouver was to marijuana what Japan is to technology, right? Like we were just like living in the year 2020. Use your debit card. I worked at a weed store for a little while, like right after my wife and I got engaged. I had to get a job, right? I couldn't just be like a semi-unemployed piece of shit anymore. And I had to get a job, so I went and applied at a weed store because they're always looking for people, right? You walk into a weed store with a resume, they're like, you want to work here? Can you talk and move your hands at the same time? Right? And I don't know about you, but I'm like, I hear that, I'm like, is that a challenge? Right? I'm like, can I? Look at me go. Said my hands are moving and my lips are grooving. And they're like, you're hired. No, you're the manager. I was not the manager. I was definitely the oldest person who worked there, but I was not the manager. Right? Like people would come in to like do like plumbing jobs. Like people would come in to fix the sink in the break room and they'd come to tell me about it. And I'm like trying to like sell drugs to people. And I'm like, no. That half-naked woman is the manager. Very loose dress code at a weed store. They're like, wear whatever you want. Wear whatever you want. It was basically, and this is not to disparage against women. Women are great and equal. But if you could break down the women that work at a weed store into two groups. Ones that don't wear bras and ones that only wear bras. All right? Like it's bra or shirt. You make that choice when you leave the house in the morning. I remember the first time I worked with a woman who was just wearing a bra, I was like, where do my eyes go? Like, how do I talk? Oh, sexism. I liked being the old guy at the weed store. It was pretty fun. Like I said earlier, I'm 36. Probably the next oldest person who worked there was 21. So I had a good 15-year age gap on these youngins. And I knew that I was the old guy, right? Like we would open up the store in the morning and all the young people would just get right to work, right? They just zip off around the store, weighing things, calibrating the scales, turning on all the lights and computers. And I would just kind of slink off into a corner and start pretending to clean, right? You're like, oh, we missed this last night. Just wipe down a wall. And I would use this time to listen in and observe young people and how they talk, right? Learn their slang. That's how you infiltrate their culture. And so I'd be cleaning the wall, and I hear the young people say things like, "Oh, that's lit. That's so lit." And I'd be like, "Okay, lit means cool." Learning something every day. Next time I want to say cool daddy-o, I'll say lit daddy-o. Best part of being the old guy there was it afforded me some responsibilities. They let me run the front desk at the weed store because I was old and responsible looking. And running the front desk at the weed store is a clutch job because you get to sit all day long. Your only job is to answer the phone and respond to emails. But at a weed store, you're also encouraged to get high all day long. They're like, hey, smoke weed before work and during. Nothing matters. Right, so I'd get in that booth all high in the morning, respond to emails, and that's a productivity waster right there. When you're sober and you're responding to emails, you're like, time is money. When you're high and responding to emails, you're like, one finger at a time, baby. Don't stress yourself, might mess yourself. Right? Tortoise in the hare, we know who wins this race. It would get even worse when people would call up. People would call the weed store with a very simple question. They'd call up and be like, hey, what kind of weed do you have right now? And I'd get all paranoid, and I'd be like, why? And they'd be like, because I want to know. And I'd be like, it's online. And they'd be like, I don't have data. I'm away from the house. And I'd be like, fuck you, narc. Right? Just hang up on them. That's how they get you. Best part of that front desk, though, and this is a thing that we will lose now that marijuana has been legalized, is that in the last couple of years in Vancouver, it's been a gray market for marijuana, right? Like not quite legit, not quite black market. So every weed store in Vancouver had a different process for signing up. Like some places you just had to show ID. Some places you needed a doctor's note. Some places just a little bit of paperwork. I worked at one of these places that you just had to fill out a little bit of paperwork, right? You just like go in, you would just like write down your name and your phone number and then any medical word, right? Any medical word that crosses your mind, right? You're just like, toes. And then the doctor, wink, wink, is like, you're going to need some weed for those toes. That's how complicated it was. And still some people struggled with it. Like, I remember I was helping this lady sign up once, and under medical condition, she wrote none. Like, way to brag, right? I was like, you could just leave it blank if there's nothing wrong. And I had to be like, no, 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 no. And I slid her an eraser across the counter. I was like, you have to write something there. And then she got all smart with me. She was like, well, you know, anyone could just say they have a medical condition. And I was like, I'm literally asking you to do that right now. Like, did she think she was pulling the wool off my eyes? Like, I've worked there for 6 months. That's never occurred to me. Can you imagine she says that and it just rocks my world? She says it, I'm just like, you mean people would lie about this? Then this isn't a medical facility at all. This is just some house of drugs. Start smacking people's weed out of their hands. I told my mom I was basically a pharmacist. Anyways, Merry Christmas, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Kyle Bottom, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? I work at a front desk as well, but it is not a weed store. I work at a museum's front desk, and it is not as popular as weed. There's no one who comes to the museum, and it's basically like most of my day is just answering the phone from like confused old ladies who phone the museum because they're like, "Oh, I'm old. That place is old. They must know my answers," and it's just like. It's the most, like, they ask me the most Googleable questions all day long. They'll be like, when's the museum open till? I'll be like, oh, we're open till 8 p.m. They'll be like, is there a Starbucks near you? I'm just like about 237 meters from here, yes? And then they'll be like, oh, what time's Murdoch Mysteries on? And I'll be like, it's on at 7. Dolores. It's on at 7. But if you want to come here and visit the museum today, you're going to have to download an app to park. I know that for you, that's going to be the real Murdoch mystery. So, shots fired at Dolores. We are here gathered this evening for 2 reasons: to celebrate the birth of our Lord and also. To celebrate the Get Stuffed comedy EP, which features many great Christmas songs that are instant classics and will be heard throughout the nation. So I'm going to introduce your first act. This is a real big get for us here. So I'm going to introduce this guy. You may know him, and he's going to sing a wonderful Christmas song. Please welcome to the stage, Tom Waits, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Look at this.
Oh, thank you so much. Christmas is one of my favorite times of year, next to Bastille Day. And every year I have a party, and I hope you can all come.
You've been invited to a Christmas party. Ho, 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 let's deck the halls. Let's drink bourbon from a skull while we wait for Santa Claus. Have some of these sugar cookies in the shape of Genghis Khan. Let's throw out the grand piano, dynamite it on the lawn. Christmas time at Tom Waits' house. Children quiet as a mouse. Take a bath in a mug of beer. Help us spread some Christmas cheer.
I should have warmed up first time.
Chinese midgets dance the tango. Jewish plumbers play roulette. Eat a fruitcake with a switchblade. See how merry you can get. One-eyed Bertha hangs a stocking that is filled with a dead man's rum. Hand me down, it's 38 special. It's not Christmas without a gun. Christmas time at Tom Waits' house. Children quiet as a mouse. Frosty knocking on the door,
Looking for his frozen whore. Ah, baby, it's Christmas, baby. Ah, baby, I'm enjoying the party, baby. Oh, I hope Santa comes real soon. I can't take it no more. How nice.
under the tree there's lots of presents. That tree is covered in kerosene. I hope I get a brand new shovel or a gypsy's 2 front teeth. Thank you for the festive bundt cake. I will feed it to my hounds. Please accept this carburetor. Thanks again for coming round. Christmas time at Tom Waits' house. Children quiet as a mouse. Old St. Nick is on his way. If only Christmas was every day.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, my God. What a voice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep this this Christmas train on the tracks, and I'm going to introduce your next act. We have Yumi Nagashima here, and oh, my God. Oh, wow. We've got Santa Claus. Santa Claus is here as well, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Yumi and Santa. Oh, wow.
Finally, I found someone who can make all my dreams come true. Gingerbread cookies in oven, Christmas lights in bedroom. Real magic happens at Christmas. Come down chimney to my love. Santa, won't you please marry me? Because I need my permanent residency. Yes, Santa, now that we are married, things have changed. You only work 1 day a year, so the rest of the time, you're my elf, bitch. Gather all your helpers and your Christmas trees and throw them all out, because I don't give a shit about the Christmas. I don't need you, I've got my permanent residency. I'm not a big fan of beers, your pasty fat ass. Santa, that you really shouldn't have married me. You had no idea about my age and efficiency. Why you always give children present, you creepy fat fuck. Stop invading other people's home and go easy on your eggnogs, honky. Santa, we need to talk. I want divorce.
Wow. Oh, wow. You could tell that was the real Santa by how real the beard was. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another guest for you this evening who is also absolutely hilarious and so talented. Please welcome the fantastic Shirley Gnome.
It's Christmas with your family. There's so much we will do, singing festive songs and eating too much food, giving gifts and sharing stories, decorating too. But there's one tradition I can't wait to do, making love to you noiselessly in the basement of your childhood home. Keeping the sound down to a whisper level. With slow, minimal thrusting, we will revel. And if there's a squeak, well, there's no need to freeze, because it's hot to cover it up with a strategic pretend sneeze. I hope it turns you on when round the dinner table I make fun of your homophobic uncle. He's the one who made the stupid fruitcake joke, but yet it's me that made everyone uncomfortable. Look, I know that I've made some of your family upset, but that awkward holiday silence really gets me wet. Making love to you in near complete silence on a slowly deflating air mattress, surrounded by your high school trophies and that musty smell. It's just like being young again on this merry Noel. Embarrassed and with no privacy, except this time we could have afforded a hotel. We just saved our money like we said we were going to do with a bit of budgeting. It's fine. Don't forget the tools of our discreet romance. A little plastic baggie for our post-coital remnants. We'll hide it in our luggage, forget it in our hurry, and have a sexy moment at airport security. La 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 la. No, wait, stop. I think Grandma's getting up to pee.
Very old. Oh.
Okay, keep going. La 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 la. Making love to you inaudibly in the darkness. Footsteps hovering above us, stuffed with so much food that when you stick it in, I'm afraid that mashed potatoes will come out of every other orifice. Celebrating a magic baby born after a space wizard cast a spell on a virgin. even something that dumb can stop our perversion. Sex. Thank you so much. You might have been able to tell from that last part of the song that I'm not necessarily a religious person, but I felt like for this year's Christmas song, I needed to reconcile my spiritual side with the holidays, which is why I've written a slightly more traditional song. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, hallelujah, Christ was born on Christmas Day. I want to thank you, Jesus, because I love to shout your name while I'm having premarital sex. Now I wouldn't call myself a church-going gal. I've never kept the faith, as you could probably tell. But when I'm in the throes of ecstasy, your name, it always comes to me. Not Buddha, Yahweh, or Ganesh. They just don't turn me on, I guess. So thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, Christ is born today. It feels like Christmas deep down between my legs. I'm putting Christ back into Christmas for 5 to 8 seconds at a time. Oh, thank you, Lord, I feel divine. I'm not sure the pagan solstice is your birthday at all, as unlikely as your divinity or you ever existing at all. But once or sometimes thrice a day, those facts and figures wash away. My spirit rises, I scream your name. Who knew I had a lot of faith? So thank you, Jesus, hallelujah, Christ is born today. I also give a shout out to your dad. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Talking about your relatives during sex should be negotiated in advance. But when it comes to you, Lord, there's room for everyone. Look, I'm no fool. I have seen what the church teaches, that sex is only for making babies in a heterosexual marriage or for assaulting the children who trust you the most. And you'll have to forgive me, Lord. Neither of those options really work for me, so I'd like to keep it between you and me and whoever else I may be sleeping with at the time, because, well, it's always at least a three-way when you have Jesus in your heart. Jesus was hung, the body of Christ, lashed and bound so kinky on the cross. You whispered to me, I did it for you. And when I say your name the most, you fill me with the Holy Ghost, with nothing on my tongue but, oh Jesus, oh Christ, oh oh God, oh jeez. Praying and masturbating, they're pretty much one and the same. It doesn't help anyone but you, but ooh, feels so good. Oh, Jesus, thank you.
Wow, keep it going for Shirley Nome, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. Thank you all so much for coming out this evening. It was a super fun time. Saw some great acts. This is all, of course, for the Comedy Here Often record Get Stuff, which is going to be released on all major streaming outlets and as well can be purchased from all the major places. Please check out the Comedy Here Often YouTube channel as well and subscribe to it. And just give us another round of applause for everyone who put this together today. Great job. Thank you all so much again for yourselves for coming. Get home safe. I've been your host, Myles Anderson. Good night.